Hey guys, Mount Vernon Kid here coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? I know I'm a little late with this, but I've been getting constant messages from a lot of you guys, my YouTube family. Hey kid, what'd you think of Ultimate Spider-Man? The two episodes today. What's your thoughts on it? So here I am. I'm gonna give my thoughts on the first two episodes before I start pretty much getting into the recaps and stuff. All right. So first off, let's go right and say this. This is a whole new take on our favorite web slinger. Whole new take. Uh, it it has a good mixture of action and comedy, and it's really good to see Paul Dini see what he can do with the web slinger. Okay, let's get that out there. The story basically picks up. Peter has been Spider-Man a year. So it does kind of have remnants of Spectacular Spider-Man. It does. I'm not going to lie about that. It really does. Is it better than Spectacular Spider-Man? I can't judge from just two episodes. But what I can tell you that there are some differences from this series and all the other series ever. And I'm going to get into those in a little bit. Uh, let's talk about Drake Bell as Peter, okay? And just the whole 9 yard about Peter. I'm not as, of Drake Bell playing his voice. He sounds okay to me. Not that bad to me. I do enjoy the fact that there are some things in there that are really going to play a lot. But other than that, let's talk about some of the characters, the supporting characters. Mary Jane is in this, so once again they've skipped Gwen again, kind of a little ashamed about that, and gone with more of Mary Jane. However, in this series, it seems Mary Jane has a different career. And let me say that again. She has a different career. Basically, she wants to be a journalist, which is actually kind of interesting, instead of a model and actress as she usually is. Harry still is in this, and of course the Osborns. Still, they are not with their traditional Osborn haircut. I was a little messed up about that. But none the same. Flash Thompson is in this, and he's still the same bully that has pushed Peter all the time. I like the fact that Peter basically is kind of talking to us, the audience, as well as going along with his daily lives. He's breaking the fourth wall, in so to speak. I do enjoy that. But the first episode was really interesting. I mean, just him fighting the Trapster. I was like, oh my God, the Trapster. And then later on you see him fight the rest of the Frightful Four, the Wizard, Claw, and Thundra. I had to applaud that. I thought Tom Kenny did a great job playing the Wizard, but it also seems to play up the fact that, Nick Fury sees that Peter is living up to what his uncle would want him to, but he kind of wants to help him become more than that. And that's kind of where this whole Ultimate Spider-Man title comes in. The web tech is cool. They showed now he gets like a technical like web shooter, which is okay. I didn't mind. I love the interaction between Nick when he was talking about how Peter took down the Trapster. He was like, if Captain America's here, he would have did it in this. And, he went on to talk about how Iron Man, he started out just like you. And it also seemed to play up once again a lot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. So I can't really deny that. But it also seems that Osborn wants Spider-Man. As always, he wants Spider-Man. He wants to get to Spider-Man before S.H.I.E.L.D. gets their hands on him. and he's also working with Dr. Octopus, which we don't really get to see, but he's like in the shadows or so. But he seems to be coming off kind of fierce, uh, which is fine to me. I didn't mind that. Uh, the other thing that really is going to play a little difference here is, once again, let's talk a little bit more about the supporting cast. Aunt May, she is not old and frail in this one. She looks a little bit younger. She acts a lot younger. She's busy, 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 busy. I mean, she's doing yoga. She's running around. She's got dinner class. She does cooking classes. She works. She does this. She plays video games with Peter. All kinds of stuff. It's like, okay, this is a totally different Aunt May that we've seen before. So I have to once again applaud that. A lot of the characters are a little young. Even the picture of Uncle Ben, he looked very young compared to, pretty much like maybe his mid 40s compared to, what he looks like in the classic comics and stuff like that. Shy McBride does a very good job voicing Nick Fury. Couldn't mind that. Now let's get into the other supporting cast, the heroes. Okay, so Luke Cage is making his pretty much his debut in this. They're younger. They're younger in this, and Luke looks a lot more like Victor Alvarez Power Man, the current Power Man now in the comics. If you don't know who Victor Alvarez is, research him and take a look at him. You'll see what I'm talking about. So you got Luke Cage, you got Danny Rand in there, voiced by the same guy who voiced Kevin 11 from Ben 10, and I guess you can see why, because um, uh, action man of action. The four men who behind that are behind this, so you can understand that. Danny has more of this like Zen-like feel of, he's more of a Buddhist to me. I really enjoyed that. I was like, okay, I can understand that. I did like what Luke said. He's like, when he was introducing himself, this is Luke Cage, and he's like, no, Power Man. If he could have a name, then I'm gonna change mine to Power Man. So I was like, okay. And then you have White Tiger in this, which is great. And the White Tiger in this is the current White Tiger that's in Avengers Academy. And then you have Nova, which to me was I was a little sad to see that it wasn't Richard Rider. It's actually Sam Alexander, the Nova that appeared in the Point One book, as well that's going to appear in Avengers versus X-Men event that's coming up soon. So yeah, but they seem to be Peter seems to have more experience between them than they do. So he's kind of like the veteran, while they're still like rookies. So I didn't mind that. Kirk Connors is in this, but he seems to be a part of Shield. And then you also have Agent Coulson from the cinematic movies in this as well, played by the same actor who voices him, who plays him in the movies, which is cool. Bottom line, guys, I really enjoyed it. It's a different take on my favorite web slinger. It's a very different take. And I'm not just going to discredit that because it looks too comedic. There's comedy on the side, but it seems that it's a good balance to me. From what the first two episodes produced, it seems like a good balance. Just showing, what is to come. There seems to be going to be a lot of team ups that's going to be in this show. I can't wait to see Taskmaster in this, because Taskmaster is going to be in this series, and he's going to be voiced by Clancy Brown. So I can't wait to see that. I really enjoyed it. I can't really deny that, guys. It was fun. It was fun. I did like the whole kind of Scott Pilgrim like take on it a little bit. Peter's talking to us, and then there are like things that go on in his head, like schedules and things like that. It was fun. And like I know some people might say that then Chris, you're not a real hardcore Spider-Man fan. That's not necessarily true. I am, but I can also take differences in certain aspects of the character and showcase that it's just fun. You know, I think I'm gonna have a good time with this series. I really am. Uh, it really seems to be fun, and I can't wait to see what else they have in store for this series and what's to come next for this series and how long the series is gonna run. Definitely, but no matter how long it runs, I think it will leave its mark. But I am very, very looking forward to see what Paul Dini has in store for us later on down the line. So I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on this on the first two episodes so far. As always, guys, I will start doing weekly recap slash reviews on the show. But other than that, like I said, guys, it was fun. It was just fun to me. I enjoyed it. And you guys tell me what you thought about the series. So other than that, guys, take care.